Hello, I am Mani Malarvanan. In this video, we will look into the enterprise blockchain in the ISO 222 era. In the last couple of weeks, we have been discussing stablecoin, Genius Act, and also we discussed in depth about ISO 222 standards. If you have any questions or if you want to learn more about the individual topics, please go and visit those videos. We also provide links in this video so that you can refer it if you need it. In this particular presentation, we'll talk about two crypto blockchain networks, Hydra and Cardano. So those two are getting popular, those who are using the ISO 222 standards. So these two blockchains focuses very different use cases compared to the previous blockchains we saw that supports the ISO 222 standards. So based on the SWIFT mandate, all the banks internationally they need to collaborate following this standard. And also recently the SWIFT mandate makes sure that all the international banks needs to follow a global standard ISO 222. So this standard basically uses the XML technology to send and receive messages so that the sending bank or sending financial institution and the receiving financial institution can able to understand the sender information, receiver information, auditing information, regulatory informations, all those within the same transaction message. Previously, before this ISO 222, it's not possible. So there is a lot of delays, there is a lot of manual network that needs to happen so that the sender can able to send the money and the receiver can able to receive the money. And sometimes it takes weeks for the receiver to receive the money. So ISO 222 tries to standardize these type of irregular communications so that all the entities like a sending bank, receiving bank, government entities, they all can able to collaborate and they can able to track the money movement from one system to another system. And recently in the crypto world, there are a lot of crypto blockchain network started integrating their crypto networks following the ISO 222 standards. So this creates a huge market opportunity for both the crypto entities and also in the regular traditional financial entities. So now banks can able to send money to crypto blockchains and the crypto blockchain can able to send money to traditional financial institutions. Bottom line, it's going to help the consumers adaptation so that the consumer can able to transact. Previously, the consumer can able to transact only within the blockchain. If we have Ethereum, you can able to buy or sell Ethereum. If we have Solana, then you can able to do that within the blockchain. But now, if we have any type of blockchain, those who are supporting these ISO 222 standards, you can able to send money from your blockchain to your bank and or from your bank you can able to send money to the blockchain networks. Uh, in this discussion we'll talk about Hedera, the main governance by giants. It's basically what I mean by governance by giants is that the entire network is followed and governed by multiple different council members, large corporations like Google, IBM, Boeing. Those companies are all formed an alliance and they can able to protect the Hedera network by regulating what is being transacted in the network. So since it is coming from the largest companies of the world, so it gets the Hedera gets a lot of attention in the crypto world, and there are a lot of financial institutions started using these Hedera blockchain network for their financial transactions. It could be either sending money from one financial institution to another financial institution or for digital identities. For example, if you want to uniquely identify a person, then you can use a Hedera network, blockchain network to identify it. All those changes are happening, and the slowly it adaptation is growing in the crypto world, and that's what these standards helping the crypto industry to integrate with the financial markets. The one of the main selling point for the Hedera network is their hash graph. So they can able to transact close to 10K transaction per second. That is huge compared to other blockchain networks like Ethereum or Bitcoin. So where there is a transaction speed is the major issue. But if you use Hedera blockchain, then you can able to get close to 10K transaction per second. And also the settlement happens within 3 to 5 seconds. So that's a huge boost for the consumers and for financial institutions, those who are going to use the hash graph within the Hedera blockchain. And the transaction cost is almost zero. See, that is a very interesting aspect of this network, because if you are transacting in Bitcoin blockchain or Ethereum blockchain, you have to pay a transaction fee. The transaction fee varies, especially in the Ethereum, and for Bitcoin, the transaction fee is huge. But for this network, due to this unique technology they have created, the transaction cost is almost zero for your transaction that is going to go through this network. So the main advantage of this Hashgraph network is they have a mechanism called gossip about gossip network. It's basically, if we have a group of people in a party, if you want to know about a one particular person, then you can ask your neighbor, those who are standing next to you, ask about it. And then you keep repeating it. Ultimately, you come to a conclusion that what is being truthful in that party. Some people may lie, some people may tell the truth, and ultimately, you as a group, you come up with a conclusion what is truthful about one particular person or whatever you are discussing it. So there is no central leader, there is no centralized network. So with this approach, you can able to identify the truth. The same mechanism is being used in the hash graph within this blockchain network, and that helps to increase the transaction speed, and also reduce the transaction cost for the consumers. And in the other side, Cardano, another enterprise blockchain network, it uses a research-driven development. Any new concepts that they are going to incorporate in Cardano blockchain, first they go through rigorous research analysis. They do a development and make sure it is peer reviewed. Only then they can able to integrate their new concepts into the blockchain. So they have a rigorous mechanism to make sure that all the development is mathematically proved correct, and then they'll implement it so that you can be assured that your money that are going through this Cardano network is secure and nobody can able to steal the money from the network. So they are following this type of research driven development. And also they have the concept of a layered architecture where they have a separate layer for the settlement and the separate layer for the computation. So they can able to speed up based on the requirement that comes into their blockchain. For example, if they have a large number of transactions that happens at one time, they can able to scale based on where the speed is required. If it is speed is required in the computation layer, then they can able to increase the performance within the computation layer. And if the speed is required in the settlement layer, they can able to increase it. So they can able to flexibly alternate the performance, and thereby ultimately protecting the customers and also executing the transaction and faster speed. And also they are using a concept called proof of stake. So by using the proof of stake algorithm for their settlement, they are forming one of the green blockchain compared to other blockchains like Bitcoin. So there are a lot of discussion going on how to make sure that all the crypto networks consume less power. So that is the example for Cardano. So they already adapted the proof of stake as their concept for consensus mechanism so that they can able to use it. And if you need to know more about this proof of stake versus proof of concept, those type of blockchain networks, we have videos in our channel. Please search it and you can able to understand more about it. The smart contract excellence. So, another important aspect of Cardano blockchain is they use the smart contract. They develop the smart contract using the programming language called Haskell. It is the mathematically safe programming language compared to other programming languages like Python or other programming languages that are used in the blockchain industry. And also they use a concept called Plutus so that they can able to formally verify the transaction, thereby avoiding any critical errors in in their financial applications. So within the industry, Cardano has a very good reputation of using mathematical proof for all the transaction. So that is their main selling point. And then in the case of Hydra, the main selling solution is the layer 2 solution where you can use millions of transactions per second so that you can able to commit the transaction in much faster pace compared to other networks, and also the transaction cost is very low compared to other networks. And also in our channel we described about difference between layer 1 layer 2 protocols within the blockchain. If you need to know more about it, please go and see those videos as well. So at the end, the entire blockchain industry is growing with various projects coming in various blockchains, specifically in the Hydra and Cardano blockchain. There are many applications are being developed using those two as a platforms. Many DeFi applications are created, and then the real world tokenization projects are all coming up using these two frameworks. In the near future, you can see more and more applications for the users to use these blockchain networks. The main selling point for both Hydra and Cardano is the ISO 222 alignment. Both are integrated that blockchain to this ISO 222 standards so that using the Hydra, you can able to send money to financial networks using the ISO 222 standards. Similarly, you can use Cardano to do that because both protocols now supports the ISO 222 standards. So two parts to the enterprise feature. So both Hedera and Cardano, they have a unique advantage. Ultimately, those two blockchains are going to get more market share from the customers. And Hedera's selling point is the governance lead enterprise adaptation. So they have big companies, they are backing their network, and since with their support they can able to gain market share and they can able to grow their customer base. Similarly, in the Cardano's case, their research based implementation attracts more customers, and thereby those who need a mathematical proof, they'll be start using Cardano, and that's their main advantage. So, and also both the network supports ISO 222 standard so that using both the blockchain networks, you can able to integrate your applications from these networks to the traditional financial institutions like banks and other entities, those who deal with financial markets. So that's all I want to discuss in this presentation. And if you have any questions or concerns, please let us know. And also post in this channel. Uh, we can able to help you to understand. And if you like this video, please help us to grow this channel by liking this video and also subscribing to this channel. And please forward this video to your friends and family members. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye.